Hello again. Gwe, bonjour, Danagok. My name is WhiteDove, and I want to thank you for joining me for part 3 of this series, Silence Must Be Heard. And today I would like to elaborate more on identity and the importance of identity. And I want to start that by sharing my whale story. When I was 5 years old in nursery school with the Catholic nuns, every afternoon after lunch, the nuns would put us, my classmates and I, down for a nap in a separate room on these mats which were laying on the floor. And one afternoon, I woke up before all my classmates, all the other students, and I got up, left the room, and I went to the next room where there was a chalkboard on the wall. It was a blackboard. And immediately I picked up a piece of chalk and I drew a whale on the board from my dream time. That was the first time that I drew a whale. No one had ever taught me. I remember back in nursery school when I first drew a whale, my thoughts at that time are still very clear to me, even though it was so long ago when I was 5 years old. I wanted my fellow classmates to feel great joy when they woke up and saw this whale that I drew on the board. And that was the reason, the main reason why I drew a whale from my dream time, because I wanted the other children, I wanted this whale picture to bring the other students great joy when they saw this whale. Whale has come to me in my life for a good reason. A lot of people ask if our identity is at the genetic level. Is our identity in the genes? Given my own life experience, my own life story, I would have to say yes, our cultures, our ancestry, our genealogy is in our genes. The fact that whale came to me when I was 5 years old. So here's whale. Here's thanks to my father, here's my carving of whale. And whale is the animal totem of the Passamaquoddy Nation, the Passamaquoddy tribe, here in the northeast of the United States and Canada. So was it a coincidence that I just happened to get up at 5 years old from a nap, go to the chalkboard, and out of the blue just draw a whale? I don't think it was a coincidence. I really do think that we all have a genetic identity, that it's in our genes, our identity. And we need to listen to that. Some years later, when I was in middle school or junior high school, I was taking a history class, sort of history/geography class, and whale came to me again. We were studying about the 13 colonies here in the United States and how the children were learning in the schools at that time in history. And apparently back then, students didn't have pencils and paper and notebooks to take to school and to use in the classroom for note-taking. So in place of notebooks, what the children did back then, and during the times of the 13 colonies, they asked their father to cut them out on a piece of wood the shape of their favorite animal, and to also carve out or cut out a handle where they could hold that flat board in class. And that's what they would write on. They would put their piece of parchment paper on that particular shaped wood with their favorite animal, hold it and write their notes, take down their notes with a plume, a feather pen. So for a class project, I had my father do the same for me. I traced out on a piece of plywood, freehand, the picture, the shape, or the image of a whale. This is a sperm whale. And I made sure that there would be a handle on it when I traced out the whale, so that my father could jigsaw the whole image out in one piece with the handle on it. And after my father had jigsawed out or cut out the whale for me, I painted the whale. And so this is how the students back in the 13 colonies would, this is what they would use in place of note paper. They would put this right in front of them, and then they would take their parchment, their paper, and put it right on their animal board or their storyboard, and then they would take notes this way. And so this is what I did to demonstrate that in my junior high school, 8th grade, to my fellow students again. So again, I was repeating the pattern at 5 years old, the same way that whale came to me. I was showing my classmates whale. And sadly, when my father passed on in 2001, just weeks before September 11th disaster in New York, I brought my whale with me to my father's memorial service because he had helped me create this work of art. And in holding whale while I was giving my speech at my father's memorial service, I knew it would give me great strength, which it did. The words I was able to express myself, the words of grief and the words of thanks, and the words of celebration of his life came easy as I was holding whale. In other words, I am a whale. It is the symbol for the Passamaquoddy Nation, one of 500 nations, aboriginal nations here in the United States and Canada. Silence must be heard. Express your true identity. Silence must be heard. Listen.